As we could read some of the trajectory of Gateway, we could notice that it took the decision of changing constantly its advertising agencies. We analyzed that and we conclude that there were some factors that influenced those decisions. The first one is that Gateway wanted to raise its revenue or profits, so it needs more sales to accomplish that. Gateway used different themes in ads and campaigns to have consumers' attention, also with the end of positioning the brand. Another factor is that Gateway wanted the differentiation and a good brand image. Gateway tried with a lot of effort to find the correct advertising theme that resonates with consumers and help to be different from the competitors. And this could be another reason why Gateway changed constantly its agencies because it wanted to have different strategies. Market expansion could be another factor, but they need a very good and focused advertising to accomplish this. But, as we could notice, in the company case, switching agencies constantly affected the company's branding and positioning efforts. That is why we highly recommend to first define very clear what the company's goals are, because knowing this, it will be easier to define many strategies that can take the company to its goal. We could notice that the company didn't establish a specific advertising goal that they just made strategies and decisions in the moment. Now, Gateway has its own agency, and we think that if we were executives at an advertising agency, we won't advise our account development team to pursue the Gateway's business because we think it would be a huge risk because now Gateway has its own agency because it's better for a company to have their own agency that knows perfectly the necessities of the firm, and for them will be easier to take decision than another external company. This case was very interesting because we noticed how important it is for a company to have a smart agency that can take wise and correct decisions, because all of this will guide the company's direction It could be good or it could be bad. So, defining goals can take to the correct strategies and also knowing perfectly your product or service and also the consumer trends. Thank you.